Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon to those of you that are joining me from the East Coast. It is officially after 12. Uh, Man, it's a tough video to make. Yes, Lakers family and NBA world has just lost, you know, just a basketball savant, just a great legend in Jerry West, man. The logo, and it's heartbreaking, but I felt the necessity to make this video just to commemorate some of his greatest achievements and accomplishments, and just what a great, phenomenal human being he was on and off the court. Um, this man was special, man, special, special, special. Jerry West. I mean, where do I even start with Jerry? If you want to talk about a basketball savant, Jerry's the guy, right? In the words of Woj, who said this morning, man. He said, I don't think there's another individual who did so many things so well in almost every element of the NBA and basketball life. As a player, as a coach, as an executive, and most importantly, as a dynasty builder. All right, he literally dominated from end to end, man. He was the type of guy who you just he brought so much joy to us, especially to us Laker fans, but to every organization he attached his name with. Yes, even to the Clippers. He even helped recruit Kawhi Leonard and trade for Paul George on the Clippers. He was a big reason to why they did that and why they made the playoffs so many seasons. So can't take nothing away from him. And the thing that hurts me most, Laker family, love y'all too, man. The thing that hurts me the most is that he ended in bad terms with the Lakers front office, with the Lakers organization. He should have been brought here and reestablished in any sort of role, because just rubbing elbows with greatness is something that really rubs off, man. But let's start and talk about his on the court acumen, man. Jerry West, and this is a statement for from the Lakers right here. I'm gonna read off to you guys. All right. Jerry West is forever a basketball icon. He brought the Lakers fans their first championship in Los Angeles in 1972 and was an integral to another 6 titles during his time with us. I think it was more than that, actually. He said, they continue to say, our thoughts are with the West family and the many NBA fans who will honor his legacy. Jerry West will always be a Laker legend. I'm glad they said that, at least, But it's extremely heartbreaking to know that we ended off in horrible terms, especially after he did all of this for us, man. Again, first NBA champion in Los Angeles in 1972, when the Lakers were first brought from Minneapolis to Los Angeles. That is huge. Not only that, but for those of us Kobe fans, for those of us that are fans of the Showtime era, that are fans of the Kobe Shaq era, he was a major orchestrator in all of that, man. And I'm gonna read off to you guys a couple of stories. Now, we all know about Kobe Bryant, right? Jerry West was responsible for the Lakers drafting Kobe Bryant out of high school. Now, he said, and I quote, everyone wants to credit me. The other people in the league, I cannot believe to this day they would pass on a talent like that. And then he went on to say, after they drafted Kobe Bryant, he knew from day one he would be special. He said, we just got the best player in the NBA draft. So, again, Jerry just had just a phenomenal vision, even when he was off the court. When he was on the court, guys, when he was a basketball player, there's a reason he's the logo on the NBA basketball. 14-time All-Star, 12-time All-NBA, NBA Finals MVP in 1969. In 1972, NBA champion. That's when he brought his only title to the Lakers as a player. He was a scoring champ. He was a 5-time All-Defensive Team player, man. And he was the 1972 All-Star Game MVP. Just an absolute Hall of Famer. One of the top 75 players. He was announced as a top 75 player, recently when they did the top 75. So, I mean, and here's the thing. Not only was he just a great basketball mind, but he was a great person, man. You want to talk about humble? He didn't even want to be on the logo of the basketball. He didn't like all the attention he was getting off of that. All the praise, he would always try to deflect it. And Magic Johnson's had some phenomenal things to say on that, on him as well. I mean, he was a big mentor to Magic when Magic first got drafted to the Lakers, right? Magic said about Jerry West, he said, he brought a great comfort level to me and my father. He told my father that he was going to take care of me because my father idolized him. My dad was more interested in Jerry West than me being a Laker. So I mean, it tells you everything, man. This guy, um, he took Magic under his wing. He took Kobe under his wing. He took so many players throughout the generations under their wing. Listen, this guy was a master recruiter as well. You want to talk again? We don't want to throw around the word savant too lightly, but he was one of them. All right, he recruited and signed Shaquille O'Neal, traded for Kobe. All right, he also recruited and signed Kevin Durant when he went to the Warriors. They don't do that without him. Those two championships. Again, Jerry West, Kevin Durant has said many stories about how Jerry West, when he called, it was just different. Kawhi Leonard, all right, unfortunately, Kawhi Leonard to the Clippers. Paul George, the trade, drafted Clay and Draymond, right? He was one of the best talent evaluators we have ever seen. Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, right? Also, he was a huge part of the drafting Pau Gasol and also trading him to us. So again, he was responsible for more than the 6 titles that we gave him credit for in today's article. But he was just a champion on and off the court, and he won 8 championships and 2 Executives of the Year awards. Where does it start and stop with Jerry, man? I could literally sit here all day talking about Jerry West and how great he was and all the joy he brought us. But man, you want to just talk about a man's man, somebody who just was the true epitome of humble, humility, kind-hearted, tough as well. Very, very tough player, man. He hated the Celtics. I think, you know what? God rest his soul, but I think he wanted to go before seeing the Celtics get number 18, man. That's how competitive Jerry was. He could not take seeing the Celtics get number 18. So, man, his competitive spirit and his fire that he had, just an absolute Laker great, man. And it's been an honor for me to have lived in the Jerry West era and all the joy he brought to us Laker fans, especially, man. I'm going to let you guys take the stage in a little bit and comment on it. But, wow, just it is heartbreaking, bro. I'll be honest. I didn't know if I was going to make this video or not. But I know Laker fans want to commemorate the greats. So just like when Kobe passed, forced myself to come on here, man. And it's heavy. It's heavy on all of our hearts, man. But you know what? You come to the realization that we're all headed in that direction. And it's all about what type of legacy we all leave when we leave planet Earth. And Jerry West, he left a legacy that will never be replicated. If we want to talk about GOATs on and off the court, this is him. Nobody can replicate what Jerry did on and off the court. So Woj was actually right when he said that. So, man, we will all forever be thankful, man. We all will forever. This one hurts. This one stings. We knew that the day would come eventually when our legends would go, right? Would leave us. It's just the circle of life, When new life comes in, old life goes out, unfortunately. And that's the way it goes. He said, got to bring out my blue 44 jersey today, bro. Bro, he's just, wow. Yeah, I'm okay, man. And more so, his immediate family. But I think all Laker fans are devastated. Like, I'm more hurt that we couldn't make things right with Jerry, because in any basketball role he would have got here in, he would have helped the Lakers. Okay. But sometimes I think this is a valuable lesson in life, that sometimes you got to put your pride aside and you got to do the right thing. And I know Jeannie's hurt. I know the Lakers front office is hurt, because I'm pretty sure they wish they could have did things differently with the logo with Jerry West. Sorry. Angel said Jerry West is the reason why I fell in love with the game of basketball, because he created a dynasty and drafted a player who became my favorite player to ever play the game of basketball, Kobe Bryant. Beautifully said, Angel. Beautifully said, and I feel the same way. I just feel like another part of Lakers Nation just passed. We lost Kobe. Now we lose Jerry. It's just, and especially in the hard times that it has been to be a Laker fan, simply because of all the losing and the instability. And then this comes and kind of just adds more salt to the wound, man. It hurts. It does. It hurts. But, man, he, like you said, he gave us some beautiful years, and we're always going to be eternally grateful for the logo, man. He's just phenomenal. Rip Jerry West saw him play at the Forum with Gail Goodrich at his side. One of the greatest GMs. Jerry did the Lakers a solid by trading Gasol to the Lakers. Yeah, I'll never forget that, man. And I think they all knew. I think everybody in the NBA knew. That's why they were mad. But Jerry West said, "Stay mad." You know, so I'm still in love with the franchise. Um, that gave me my basketball life, and I think he gave us one back right there. Just eternally grateful, man. He said, "Was just talking about this. Rest in peace, bro." Mixtape. Remember we were talking about it on the stream when we said, "I wonder what Laker great is gonna go next, man. It's gonna hurt." And yeah, we were talking about some names. It just sucks. It sucks. We know we're eventually gonna lose everyone. That's the circle of life, man. That's the way it goes. But you would hope that when we lose them, we were at least in a happy place with them. And this is one of those that, man, why couldn't the front office just kiss and make up, basically? Because Jerry deserved better, man. He just did. He did. After everything he did for the franchise, he deserved better. A generational human being, West. What? Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Generational human being, just a true star on and off the court. And just a humble star too, because a lot of people, they're it gets to their head, right? When they have a certain amount of popularity or riches and wealth, it gets to their head and they switch up. Not Jerry, man. Jerry always remember where he came from, always stayed humble, always deflected a lot of the credit he got, man. Just a true icon. He said, and unfortunately, we just lost Bill Walton too. I know. He said, so sad, lost both of them. Rest in peace in both of them, Jerry West and Bill Walton. It also shows you how we have to appreciate the ones that are with us right now. A lot of people spend so much time hating hating on great basketball players, coaches, GMs, everybody. And the truth of the matter is, they're not going to be here with us forever, man. There's no point in hating, really. There's no point in hating. Yeah, man, the logo gone too soon, fam. Gone too soon, man. He said, Dan, does Jerry have a statue at Crypto? Does Jerry jersey hang in the rafters? Absolutely. Absolutely, man. If you guys haven't been blessed enough to be to Crypto, yes and yes. The statue is phenomenal as well. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you get out there and see it, man. But it just feels like a part of us is slowly but surely being ripped away. The more we lose people we love, the harder it becomes, man, to go on. But the good thing about Jerry is that he lived a full life, man, full of accomplishments that most of us can't even fathom and imagine. He was truly, like I said, a man's man, and prayers up for his family. But today is a celebration. We're trying to remember his legacy and everything he did for the game. Think about it, man. So many dynasties he built. Who else can you guys say was a part of all these dynasties like that, man? Major part of the Lakers dynasty, right? Major part of the Warriors dynasty. And then he tried it again with the Clippers, only to find out they are cursed. And no matter how great you are, right, as an executive, you can't help that franchise. He found out the hard way, but I do believe he wanted to come back as a Laker, unfortunately. And we just didn't let him back in. And that's the part that hurts the most. Why did Jerry even have beef with the Lakers? I was always hoping they'd make up. RIP legend. It's long story short, man. So Jerry West had a very strong personality, right? And so does Jeannie, and so does Jerry, Dr. Jerry Buss, the late great doctor. So sometimes what happens when two strong personality, nobody did anything wrong, I don't believe. I don't know all the details to it. Maybe we'll find out in the future. But what I believe is when two strong personalities clash heads, sometimes it just doesn't work. And you have to go your separate ways. And that's what happened there. That is exactly what happened there, man. It sucks, though, because you would think, gratitude overcomes everything. When somebody does something for you, you're supposed to stay grateful forever, no matter what, no matter how much you like or dislike them or whatever. And I just don't feel like in this situation that was the case. But again, we know very few details, man. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just sad. Like you said, we couldn't make up. And, we needed him here he would have been just phenomenal for the Lakers rebuild over that time as well. I wish we never lost him, really. And also, his son was great. Ryan West, he was great scout for us. He worked for us up until up until Jerry West. The logo went to the Clippers, and then he followed him there. He said, "I feel fortunate to have seen him play. He is the greatest clutch player of all time. Period." Yeah, man. Those of you that got to see him play, blessing. It was a blessing, I'm sure. Circle of life somewhere in the world, a Lakers legend is born today. Yeah, man, that's the way life works, bro. We're all gonna take that old dirt nap, and it is our job to try to be the best humans we can be and impact and leave a legacy here. How will you be remembered when you pass? Have you guys ever asked yourself that question? Um, and I think this is a lot of what the Mamba mentality was working on yourself every day to become a greater person. I still do it, man. I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. Most of you guys do. It's all about leaving an impact and inspiring the next generation. And I promise you, the logo inspired so many, man. So many people talking wonderful about them. Nobody's talking negative about. That's the type of legacy I want to leave when I die. I know I have my haters and people that dislike me, even people that I thought I was close with and dislike me. But I hope to leave a positive legacy, man, when I go. That's all you can hope for. If you can even reach a fraction of what Jerry West left here, then you're a winner, my friend. Because this guy, he talk about winning. Forget about how many times he lost in the finals. This man won at life, and this man was able to produce so much winning. You see, in life, you learn from your losses and you get better from it. And again, Jerry West was the epitome of learning from your losses. There really isn't losing if you learn from it and get better. And even though Jerry West, he didn't have the best team per se, and so obviously he lost a couple of times in the finals, but he learned from it. I do believe that helped him in his coaching career, in his GM career, in his executive career, and as a result, he was a part of so many championships and so many dynasties. Like that's a beautiful thing, right? It teaches us to never give up in life, no matter what. Jerry loved the great and pretty long life. I'm happy to have been able to feel the impact of his life. Me too, man. I'm happy. He lived a fulfilled life, fulfilled for sure. But I am sad we lost a key piece here. Showtime era, Shaq and Kobe and Powell, Warriors dynasty. Just so many great memories, Alexis. So many. It is. It is. It's one of the more accurate statues for sure. Chris. Jerry didn't like when Jeannie got with, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say got with Phil Jackson, and that's how it started. We don't know all the details, Jonathan, so I'd rather not comment on that. Right? Rumors will be rumors, and a lot of the times it's tabloids and clickbait stuff. So I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, it does suck. Facts, Dan. They can say Jerry West only won one chip as a player, former player, but his impact and love for the Lakers gave us more championships if it wasn't contributions. You can be a champion in life no matter what. I've seen people get fired from jobs only to start their own business. Does that make them losers? No. That means they evolved, got better, came back as champions. And that's what Jerry West did, right? Jerry West might have lost a lot as a player, but he came back a champion in the biggest form possible. I mean, master scout as well. Can you imagine being one of the players to see, as a former player, to be able to evaluate a talented piece like Kobe and say, wait a minute, we have to trade for this young buck. And at the time, they traded all-star Vlade Divac, who was very good, very, very good player. People don't understand that Vlade was ahead of his time. He could pass, he can shoot, he can get out in transition. And he had all-stars under his belt. So he traded that for a young gamble that was Kobe Bryant, and it was the greatest payoff, I think, in NBA history, if you want to talk about a gamble. Right, small gamble, but still, nonetheless, a gamble. A lot of GMs would not have made that move. They like surefire bet guaranteed players, so they would have held on to Vlade, right? And it's nothing against Vlade, but I'm glad that trade happened for real. We all are. Sad to see Mr. West and Kobe pass on in the past few years. Yeah, it happens. This is when you realize you're getting older. You start really losing the people you actually look up to and that you actually have love for. And like, man, I've lost so many people in my life recently. It hurts, man. And this is, again, these aren't just people that we see on TV. These are people that we bring into our living rooms. These are people that we make a part of our lives. These are people that have impacted us in one way or another. And so they are family. You know, Jerry West, Kobe Bryant, Dr. Jerry Buss, et cetera, et cetera. They're all family. They're a part of our family, whether we want to be naive about it or not, because we welcome them into our everyday lives. Basketball is such a huge part of my life. It's how I make a living. It's how I connect with you guys, how I've met my extended Lakers family, man. It's how I've just connected with so many people over the years. And I was always a people person and connecting with people, but this has opened up gateways and doors for amazing, even more amazing relationships. So I'm thankful for basketball, and I'm thankful for basketball savants like Kobe, Jerry West, Jerry Buss, you know, some of the greatest Jerrys out there. And we've lost them, man. But by having Gaines a soldier, man, having Gaines just a great one. And I'm sure Kobe Bryant, Dr. Jerry Buss, and Jerry West are up there probably kicking it right now, just looking down and smiling upon Laker fans, remembering and celebrating their names, man. That's what it's all about. He was 86, and I didn't really, I didn't have the heart to read what his cause of death was. I never do. But I just know we lost one and haven't gained one. He lived a great life. God needs good people like West. Big facts. Though I don't want to get too much into the beef, man, but basically I think it was the ego tripping. Who had more power over the Lakers? I think it was one of those type of things. Like, hey, this guy has too much power over our Lakers. Let's move on from him before he tries to take over. That's what I believe it was, but it's just my personal belief. We don't know all the details. We only know what we read and what we hear. We got to take it with a grain of salt, because sometimes there's a lot of lies, a lot of clickbait that goes into it, and you never want to put anything on anybody's name that we don't fully know about. I appreciate that, man. I don't care what people might say about you. You're a great dude with a dope fire platform. Real people learn from life losses. Only losers make excuses endlessly. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot, man. That's love right there. And you're absolutely right about your quote. If they had a 3-point line in West era, he would be all-time leading 3-point shooter. He was special, wasn't he? He was special. Again, never got to see him play. I saw the highlights, but his ball handling, he was the first Showtime player, right? It's like the first Avenger. He was Captain America. That's who he was. He truly was. And just a special, special person, man. There's not enough words that we can use in the vocabulary to describe what a phenomenal human being he was, right? Phenomenal. LeBron James came to LA to destroy the Kobe legacy, but failed tremendously. We don't want to use these moments to throw any negativity at anybody, man. This is a celebratory moment. We are celebrating the life of Jerry West. We don't want to use that to spew our hate. What kind of people are we to do that, right? I always respect him, but I always hated that he was working with the Clippers RIP logo. I think we all hated that. But then again, you know what? I will say this. This is the one nice thing I will say about the Clippers. They treated him well. They treated him well. They gave him the respect that he deserved. And props to them for that, right? Because that's the way you're supposed to treat a legend. And so I am happy that at least he was treated well. And he was properly utilized, because look, they traded for a lot of good players. It never amounted to a championship because, again, that franchise is cursed. But he did the best he could, and he did a phenomenal job. So again, I don't think they're nearly half as good as they were during his stint there without him. But yeah, he was. Rest in peace. He definitely was the man who drafted Kobe. He's just a wonderful human being, man. On and off the court. How many organizations did the great Jerry West work for? Lakers, Grizzlies, Clippers. Who else? The Warriors. The Warriors was the other one. I believe it was 4, right? If I'm not mistaken. I believe it was 4. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. That is good to hear, man. That's probably the best way to go. LeBron James came to LA to... bruh, I don't want to see any negativity. Come on now. What type of human beings are we, man, if we're going to type negative stuff during a celebratory moment of somebody's life? Okay, I'm gonna block any negativity now. It's not the time. It's not the time or place. How old are you guys, man? Mind y'all, we lost Kobe 2020 and Elgin Baylor in 2021, and now Jerry in 2024. Too much, bro. It's too much loss, but again, it's a sad part of reality in life. And it also, every time we lose somebody we love, it's a reminder that we should be appreciative of everything we have in our life, especially our loved ones, right? Forget about prized possessions and what we've accomplished in life. The biggest prized possession we have in life is time with our loved ones. So remember that. Next time you get mad at your woman or at your man or at your son or at your dad or at your mom, it's not worth staying mad because you never know what could happen. And if it ends in bad terms, you'll never be able to forgive yourself. So this is the best thing to do, is to forgive, forget, move on, and live happily ever after until that time comes. When your time comes. So I think this is a big reminder to all of us. Wes was shooting 20 feet out and making it. Wonderful jump shot, man. Just a pure form. I've seen it. I've studied his form because I like to get better at my own personal shooting when I play basketball. So Jerry West was just amazing. Today is sad day West for Laker fan, for the world. The world, the basketball world lost a savant. NBA players as well are out here tweeting about it and how sad they were. Again, his accolades, his acumen is second to none, ladies and gentlemen. This guy was just a special talent. Um, just a multi-time champion. That's what we're gonna say. He never missed an All-Star game from the moment he got into NBA. Think about that. He was a legendary player and a GOAT executive, as Clutch Points pointed out, man. He was 12 All-NBA team, right? And most importantly, just a champion of a human being. But he was responsible for drafting so many great players, from Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Kobe Bryant, to trading for guys like Paul George, Shaq. He signed Shaq. People forget the story about when Shaq says that Jerry West recruited him. We always remember the Kobe story, but the Shaq story was just as important, right? And it was, Jerry closed the deal on Shaquille O'Neal, right? That's a bar right there in itself. But Jerry closed the deal on Shaquille O'Neal. And Jerry actually used the fact that they printed out something negative about Shaq in the newspaper. I think it was the Orlando Sentinel. I forgot what it was called. And they printed out something negative, like saying he wasn't worth that money. And that is when the great basketball mind of Jerry West pounced on the opportunity and brought in the big diesel. All right? Think about that, man. Just wow. Wow. They should make a movie about Jerry West, or a show or something about all of his accolades. Instead of, they painted him as a negative figure in the last series, which was a very good series, but I don't think he was a negative figure. Kobe fans and Bron fans need to stop with this nonsense. They both Lakers for life, and that's all that matters. And it's not the time. It's not the time to talk about that garbage. Like, you got to be under 10 years old or really immature to be talking about that when somebody passed. And we're trying to celebrate, the life accomplishments of a very special person, a very special human being. Somebody that didn't have any true negativity attached to his name, right? West was definitely great for the Clippers front office. I'll say this, and again, this is the only time I'll say nice things about the Clippers, but it seems like they had more stability than us during that stint of Jerry West being there. That tells you a lot, and this is why I wish he was here with us instead. Like it truly is, man. But he'll always be a Laker, man. More than anything, more than the logo, he'll always be a Laker. Lakers would have won in 2009, 2010 championships if Mitch Kupchak hadn't learned under Jerry West. Exactly. And Mitch Kupchak was another one of those that had tremendous amount of respect and that really praised Jerry West as well. So a lot of people, man, he touched a lot of people the right way, man, and in life. And it is sad, man. I woke up sad today knowing this, and it's devastating. Sad day. Rest in peace, Jerry. Walk with God and fly with the angels. Beautifully said, sis. Beautifully said. I love it. I love it, man. All the wonderful words out here, man, just lets me know that Laker fans are the best in the world, man. There you go with the negativity. Okay. Getting blocked. I'm not even reading your comments, guys. If you're negative like that, just getting blocked. Straight to... I'll make that my new... I think I'm making that my new thing. If there's negativity, like a lot of negativity and implications during the wrong times, I won't even entertain. Right? I lost my sweetie pie mom in late 2021. So sorry to hear that, brother. He said, still hard to this day, but at least we still have DTLF around to brighten my day. I appreciate that, man. I can't imagine. I've lost family members recently. Um, my cousin lost his wife to breast cancer. That's hard. That was heartbreaking for all of us. She was so young. Um, my uncle passed last year. One of my best friends was gunned down in Compton in the very same hood that we grew up in. Man, just losing people is never. It changes you because it takes a little bit of happiness away from you, knowing that they're no longer here. And a lot of my accomplishments was always for my loved ones, and when your loved ones get taken, it's like they're no longer there to celebrate those accomplishments with you. But I am very grateful for my Laker family. You guys are truly family, man, and I love you guys. And so I am happy that we'll continue to celebrate our accomplishments together in life. You know, um, it is hard though, man. I'm so sorry about your loss. I think Jerry went to Charlotte Hornets before he went to the Warriors. Did he? I might have missed that part of his career, but yeah, man, he was just special. Wes had the best eye for talent. He did. He did, man. Amazing. Just amazing. I appreciate the super chat, man. He said, first of my favorite Laker of all time. One of my favorite Lakers of all time, sorry. Jerry was highly underrated, Dan. He was Steph before Steph. Insane shot making ability at the point guard position. I wish I would have seen it, man. I wasn't as blessed as some of you guys were to have seen it, bro. But I take your word for it. I've heard some great things about Jerry West. A lot of legends studied his game and added and implement some of those things. Just similar to Pistol Pete, they implemented some of those things to their game, and you see a lot of variations of that now in today's game. Matter of fact, my brother Diehard called Reeves, the baby Jerry or something like that. So again, a lot of inspiration was drawn out of that. LeBron fans are criticizing the statement the Lakers released. I can't stand them telling Jeannie to sell the team because of the statement. See, at that point, that's just pure evil because that's you having an agenda. You don't take these opportunities to attack other people. These are moments where we have to, these are moments to remember and to send out your condolences to the family members and the loved ones of Jerry and to the Laker fans. And this is why player fans, some of them, make me sick because they take every opportunity to show their ugly head, right? To basically promote their agenda, which is sell the team. We get it. You guys want Jeannie Buss to sell the team. Y'all think she's broke. Y'all think she's this. Y'all think she's that. She's still, no matter what anybody says, she's still a great human being. She has a great heart, and she still led the Lakers to a 2020 NBA championship with your favorite player, LeBron James. Okay? So whether you want to respect her or not for it, this is not the time. This is not the time to be talking about this stuff. And it actually shows what a low-class human being you are. So you better be glad that most of you guys aren't using your real picture because it'd be embarrassing to use your real picture and show your real face acting like a complete and total jackass. I couldn't relate to that, man. Rest in peace, Jerry West, Weston Baylor, my childhood heroes. Craig, you were blessed enough to watch, man. Man, that's awesome, bro. But rest in peace to your childhood heroes, man. I know one day I'll be telling this story when I get older about how great Kobe Bryant was to my hopefully children and grandchildren, man. So Craig, you're blessed enough to be able to tell these stories to your loved ones about Jerry. Sorry to hear that, Dan. Losing someone takes a part of your soul. It does. It takes a lot. It takes a lot from your heart, and it changes you. You know what I mean? Because when I was younger, it was a lot goofier and a lot wilder and crazier, and I've matured a lot. I think I've matured a lot in front of the camera with you guys as well. I think you guys have seen the change. But, there's times where I'll still be very emotional, especially during Laker losses and stuff. That's just the fan in me. That's the child in me. We all have to preserve that inner child no matter what. No matter how many people we lose, those people will want us to continue to be happy and to stay strong and to celebrate their life more than anything, right? Because Jerry West lived a full life of 86. Some of us will be blessed to see, 66. Some of us will be blessed to see 76. And 86 is a very good number. And hopefully, he passed in his sleep and not, in any pain. So that's all we can ask for. But I'm very grateful for just amazing people. I'm thankful for you, sis, that you came into my life through this channel. It's just been a blessing. Mookie, So many great friends and family, man, that I've met through here. The Court Kings family, man, who can forget Chris, of course. Just eternally just grateful, man. And those are the blessings we can't take for granted in life. You cannot take them for granted. And these moments always remind me how special each and every single one of you guys really is, man. And I'm thankful for your guys' support and your continued devotion to our franchise, the Lakers. No matter what, we're always going to be Laker fans. We're never going to switch up. And that's the beautiful thing. We can't say the same for some player fans. Some player fans, as soon as their player retires, they'll be looking for the son of the player, or they'll be looking for somebody. That's a sad existence for me personally, but I'm glad that my devotion is with one franchise, and we've got to see so many greats come through here and leave a legacy moving forward, right? My mom beat cancer, but what a battle it is. Testing our faith and willpower was a battle itself. Pray more, love God. Amen, man. Thank God your mom beat cancer, man. But again, and we take time for granted. I think Kobe said it best, and I don't want to butcher his quote, but I do remember his quote says something about the one mistake we make in life is thinking that we have all the time in the world. We don't. That hit harder when he passed. So enjoy every moment, guys. Don't let little things get you down. I say this to my loved ones all the time when I see them disgruntled. Don't let little things get you down, right? Because that's what the devil wants. Just get past it, take it one day at a time and enjoy life to the fullest. Like for me, whenever I'm depressed or sad or something, one thing that brings me a lot of comfort, I know it's not a healthy thing, but it's food, food brings me comfort, man. Like my girl will take me to eat somewhere good, or she'll cook something delicious for me, or even my mom, when I've been really depressed and sad, she has come over and cooked one of my favorite home cooked meals. Stuff like that. You got to find your little happiness in everything, and life is a beautiful thing if you just look at it from an objective standpoint. But yeah, condolences to Wes and his family. I'm glad he was a part of my life, and the fact that he left so many great things for us Laker fans. Love you too, bro. Love you too, little bro. Dan, I'm glad we are still here to celebrate the life of Jerry West and cheer for the Lakers until the time comes and we can still cheer for the Lakers in heaven. Absolutely. Absolutely. Much love, Chris. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, brother. Court Kings needs to come up with a shirt to honor Jerry West. We have one, I believe, right? The Showboat one. I don't think it's dropped yet, but oh yes, it has. Yeah, it has here. Here's the. Oh no, that's not the one. Sorry, that was the wrong one. No, you're absolutely right. Actually, we do have to come up with a shirt to honor Jerry West. I thought he was in the picture. My bad. But yeah, you know what? That's a great idea, man. We got to do that for the people, man. 1972 All-Star Game announcers were saying West was averaging 10 steals for the first half of the season. Wow. 10 steals for the first half. Can you imagine? Hey, how you doing, Reese? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Absolutely. Dan, I'm just 34, but basketball nerd in me has been a Jerry West fan for years, bro. Oh, okay, I see. I respect that. For sure, man. Listen, one of my proudest moments as an uncle was one time stumbling upon my little nephew watching YouTube clips of Kobe and Shaq. Memories that I remembered. Nobody told him to do it. He was just watching it. Actually, I have a picture of that. I think it's a legendary picture. I love it because if my little nephew ever becomes anything special like that, like a basketball professional player, just anything he does in life, I have proof that he took inspiration from two of the GOATs right there. So it's a beautiful thing when you take inspiration, man, out of anything. It's a wonderful thing. For sure, man. This guy was special, bro. Definitely was special, man. Love you too, bro. Love you too, man. It's a blessing to be here and share the happy and the sad moments with you guys. Reading all kinds of stories on Twitter. Yeah, I don't want to cry anymore. Bron fans have been classless for decades. Nothing new. I've never liked them. Maybe 10 LeBron fans I'm able to tolerate, but they are the scummiest of all scum fans. They hold the top spot, and MJ fans too. You know what? It's never good, and I'm not just talking about player fans. It's never too good to obsess over anything, because when you obsess over something, you start losing grips with reality. And to me, these people are victims because they obsess over one player so much they don't enjoy basketball as a whole. Like Kobe Bryant was my favorite player, of all time will probably will always be. I doubt anybody will come and give me the same excitement, love, and passion for the game that he did. But I was always a team fan first, and I always said if Kobe would have requested a trade, that's where my fandom would have ended. With him, I would have still supported him whenever he didn't play the Lakers, but it would have been different. And as a result, I get to enjoy basketball as a whole. Like I love watching Kyrie play. I love watching young players like Ant-Man. And I hate it when some fans try to act like gatekeepers and say, "Oh, I don't wear nothing but this," or "I don't do nothing but that," or "I don't," you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, that's fine for you, but it doesn't make you any more of a Laker fan than the rest of us. You know, what do I say on my track? We're all equals. I feel the same way. Um, there's no right way of being a basketball fan. There's only your way. How do you want to be a basketball fan? For me, being loyal to one franchise has been just amazing for me because that franchise has given me everything. But also being an overall basketball fan has been amazing because I can truly watch the finals and root for the Dallas Mavericks without anybody having a question if I'm a Laker fan or not. Of course, I'm rooting for the Dallas Mavericks. They're playing the Celtics. And that happens in any playoff series. Whenever a team is playing a team I dislike, I can root for anybody I want. And I just hate it when some fans try to make that look like, oh, you're less of a fan because you do this or because you do that. And that's a problem I have with player fans. They try to put some sort of negative stigma and promote a negativity to anything when it has nothing to do with it. Like this is strictly, we should not be talking about this right now. This is Jerry West moment, right? And so you would think, you know what I'm saying? You would think that everybody would have the heart and the compassion to keep it there, but some people don't. And that's okay. We're here to educate them. We're here to talk them off the ledge or whatever they're doing over there. But yeah, I won't say all Braun fans. I've met some wonderful Braun fans that have now became Laker fans. You guys know who you are. You know, we've been blessed enough to aggregate them to our family. So I'm sure they're feeling the pain we are today. Yeah, I woke up to the news too, man. I got in late last night from watching Bad Boys. By the way, it was a really good movie. Had a good time, good laughs. And then woke up a little late. Woke up like at 9 p.m. today. Got in late. Got in like at 2 a.m. from watching that movie. So woke up a little late. And then, of course, my phone's blowing up. I knew it had to be something. And then it wasn't good news. But the good news is that he's in a better place now. That's all. You know, definitely condolences for the West family. Um, I'm getting a Jerry West jersey for my birthday to honor him, Dan. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Again, he inspired many generations and will continue to do so. Jeannie Buss really did him wrong, too. I'm sad for him. Yeah, again, I don't want to be the finger pointer because we don't know the details to anything. But it is sad that we ended up on bad terms with him. Yeah, I'm too young to see West play, but he made an impact way beyond his playing years. He is the only one who saw Kobe's potential, and the rest is history. RIP legend. Greatly said, man. I appreciate that, Andrew. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Brian. Thank you, man. Thank you. You know what? I think key to staying young is keeping your heart forever young. You know, recently one of my brothers said, we want to go hoop, and he was tired. He said, I'm feeling old, man. I'm old. And you know what I told him? I turned around and I says to him, you know, old is just a state of mind. Because do you when you look at The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, do you see old? Because I don't. He looks fit. He looks in great shape. He's still making movies. He's still an action star. Matter of fact, when you see Jason Statham, do you see old? I told him because those guys are they're probably in better shape than me and you both are, and they're older than us. So, you know, age is just a state of mind. You can stay young forever as long as you keep yourself in shape and happy and content. So I appreciate that. Is there a foundation that Jerry West represented, like a charity? Maybe proceeds of a T-shirt can go towards that. That is a good question. I'm gonna have to look that up. Great question. I have no idea, but I will look that up. Good input right there, Alexis. Diehard says even those that didn't go to see Jerry still feel the trickle down effect of his greatness in so many ways as Laker fans and NBA fans alike. Absolutely. And that's what I try to tell folks, man. They try to make this a battle, try to pit two things together. This is a celebration of a great individual who just passed. And we're going to keep it there. We're not going to take it towards any negative situations. You know, people right away want to start finger pointing and saying, Jamie did this, or finger pointing and saying, oh, this happened, that. Not the time, right? Big celebration, man. He helped so many franchises. Oh, they already dropped the statement. I read it earlier, bro. I read the statement earlier, Jai. So, yeah. Yo, Dan, after watching Bad Boys, do you think it's going to be another Bad Boys movie? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we all love the franchise, you know, and it's one of those, they pander to our nostalgia more than anything. But who doesn't like to see Martin, you know, up there acting a fool, man? And the legendary Will, you know, they try to tear down his legacy for one mistake he made. But I always told folks, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Would you like to be judged by the same standard that a lot of people was judging Will for, you know, like criticizing his relationship and stuff? We just don't know what goes in. I know it's easy to make jokes and all of that, right? Even I can get involved in jokes sometimes, but it's all in good fun. When it comes to these people's personal lives, I think we should just respect them. They're legends, you know. Will Smith is a legend. Uh, Martin damn sure is a Martin Lawrence is one of my favorite comedians of all time, from Blue Streak to The Black Knight to The Martin Show to everything he did, man. So I know he's an icon for everybody across the world. So it's nice to see them take the silver screen and just having a good time. The chemistry is great, and they give us laughs, which is something refreshing because nowadays they don't make too many comedy movies that are actually funny. So shout out to them, man, for the good time, for sure. They don't understand that we're tied in championships. It's easy to say when you don't have any championships. Facts. Rest in peace, NBA logo will be sorely missed. It hurt me, y'all. I was fighting back tears reading the news this morning. Even coming on here on the live stream, I considered not doing it, but I know you guys like to hear and from each other and from myself when things like this happen. The same thing happened with Kobe Bryant, man. I was in tears when that happened, and I had a lot of people wanted to hear what I had to say, so I went ahead and did it, you know. But there's a time just of remembering and you know, and being grateful for everything that Jerry did, right? So we're always going to be grateful. The gratitude is never going away, and also it's a reminder to love one another, man, to be kind to one another, to call up your mom and tell her you love her if you still have her. If you don't have her, man, then I'm sorry for your loss. But you know, your father, your brother, whoever you have in your life, your friend, your girlfriend, your wife, your children, your husband, anybody, and just let them know how much you love them. It's always a reminder, and and we're all headed that way. But the key here is, can we leave a legacy behind when we do, just like just like Jerry West. Oh, and that's gonna wrap it up for me, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today, man. But today wasn't about me. Today was definitely about, and it wasn't about you, and it wasn't about the Lakers. It was about Jerry, and what a legendary figure he will always be for the NBA. What a gift. What a gift he left for all of us Laker fans, especially as Laker fans, but everybody who crossed paths with this man. And it's a beautiful, kind, kindred spirit. And I only pray to be a quarter of the man this man was. So, again, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. I do believe I will be going live later on tonight on Playback TV for that finals game. But if the Mavericks don't win that one, I don't know if I can cover the final one because I don't want to see Boston raise that trophy. But again, thank you guys. Much love, man. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. And if I see you guys over on Playback, I'll see you guys over on Playback. All right. Love you guys. Peace out.